What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Italian Football TV. As you guys know, the Derby d'Italia, Juventus against Inter, is this Sunday.
I can't
wait. Are you ready, Mike?
I am. The two most informed Serie A teams right now are gonna clash, and Inter won the first game. Juve wants some revenge. It's just gonna be a great game.
Since it is such a highly anticipated match, and since we live in New York, and there are a lot of Italian Americans around here, and just general fans, we decided to go to New York, speak to some fans, and let's see what they had to say. Okay, so we're here with
Shannon.
Shannon, you're clearly here for the Inter Juventus game, right? You're excited?
Yeah.
Is that what this is all about?
Yeah.
All right, we got a good sport over here.
Really
so, what do you think is going to happen? The Derby d'Italia, Juventus against Inter, both on good form. Who is going to win? Are you excited?
I'm very excited.
So you know what we're talking about?
Yes.
Can you name like maybe a few players? I think she's kidding.
Lionel Messi.
Lionel Messi. I think that's a different team. I think. You know, I think maybe about Italy, like, win off the names, Juventus or Inter? What sounds
Juventus.
She's a smart lady right here. Thank you, guys. So the first one wasn't really a fan, but we did come across some fun culture.
It was a little joke, but we did make a more serious interview, right?
Okay, so we all know why we are here, not just us, but everyone else behind us, all these flags. I don't see any Italian flags for the Derby d'Italia, the biggest derby in Italy. What do you have to say about this derby?
I don't know, I think it's pretty exciting. It's always pretty competitive, and I'm ready to see a good match.
And okay, we're gonna talk about Icardi because he's been crazy on form. Do you think he can snatch a goal against Juventus?
I think he could. He's a good striker, good number 9. He can actually do really good for Inter. So it's gonna be a tight game.
It's gonna be a great game, and can't wait for this game. And I'm sure everyone else is riding. Hopefully, it comes sooner than we think. We'll see you guys later.
Right now, we're with Rocco. What fan are you, Rocco?
Juventino.
Smart guy. Again, another Juventus fan, right? Black and white. It looks good. Okay, so he knows a little bit about the game. Who is going to win? Juventus against Inter?
All right, not because I'm a Juve fan, but you gotta go Juve here. The way they're playing right now, they're very invincible, let's say.
Who do you think is going to be like some key players, or like, because Inter is on form?
The Inter, you know, they're keeping up. Nonetheless, they're holding up. You gotta give them their credit. But Higuain's got goals in 6 games straight. I think he's gonna carry that into the 7th.
So Higuain's going to score?
Without a doubt.
What do you think's the score? Come on, give me a little score.
I'm gonna go, it's a little bold, but I'll go 3-1 Juve.
3-1 Juve. Hopefully,
I love him.
Okay, we also have got Tony right here. Tony.
Hey, how's it going, guys? Everything. Me, I'm Milanista, so I want Inter to lose. I want Inter to lose 4-0. Listen, I'm a big New York fan. I'm a big Met fan, and unfortunately, look at New York. You look at the Yankees and the Mets, right? You know what Inter is? They're the Mets of Milan. Get out of San Siro. You know what are you playing our stadium for?
That's a good point. We got some valid points, guys. That is what the people of New York, Serie A fans of New York, have to say. You guys have your say in the comment section below. Some interesting things had to be said with that Milan fan. He was going crazy, Tony, right? He doesn't want Juve to win, but he doesn't want Inter to win even more. Bitter rivals. So let's get into our review of this match. Our preview for this match, looking at both starting lineups, they are both basically the same. Juventus going with that new formation, 4-2-3-1, highly attacking. They're not backing off against Inter. And Inter, the only real change that we see is Gagliardini with Kondogbia and Brozovic instead of Banega.
Yeah,
what do you think about Banega out and Brozovic in a higher position?
To be honest, Banega has impressed me in the beginning of the season, but as of late, he hasn't been the best in form. I don't know, maybe there's some communication issues with the coach, but he's not doing the best there. I personally still like him overall as a player. I think he's great. And Brozovic being pushed up a bit, right? He's just playing a little defensive midfielder almost, but now he's going to be playing a little bit more attacking.
I think Brozovic was on fire form, you know, against Pescara. Inter beat Pescara 3-0, and also Juve won against Sassuolo. Like Mike said, these are two of the most informed Serie A teams right now. And I think that Kondogbia has been doing good with Gagliardini in the few times that they played, and it could work out in their favor because Brozovic is a fantastic player. The real question mark in this one is we've known that Juventus, sometimes they come out with the attitude that they want to win Champions League, they want to win the world, they always want to kill their opposition, or they come out, no, we don't care, it doesn't matter, bad attitude change. Which Juventus do you think we're going to see? They're at home against Inter, and Inter beat them actually last in the first round.
Yes, in the San Siro. Now they are playing at the J Stadium, and I do believe they're both going to be on their A game because this is a huge match. Allegri knows it because it's not the same Inter from the beginning of the season.
Do you think Inter is going to hold back? Do you think they're going to try to contain the match, let Juventus press them a little bit, let them hold the ball, move it around, and then just try to go on the counterattack, where they've got some great speed and great diversity in attacking the Juventus defense? Or do you think they're going to play on the attack?
I do think they're going to play on the counter for sure. Juve are definitely, I think they can possess more of the game because they have more controlling midfielders. And Inter have some good speed. Icardi's there. They got Perisic and Candreva, you know, on those wingers over there. And I think that's going to help them a lot. Watch out for those Inter counters because we're definitely going to be seeing that. That's going to be the game that Inter's going to be playing.
They break really quickly, especially with guys like Perisic and Candreva. I just think that with Inter, they did outplay Juventus at the San Siro.
First game,
they outplayed them. It was not that Juve was playing and then Inter just got 2 goals. They played them and they took the game to them, and we did not expect that. It was a different time of the season, you know, under De Boer, a different coach, but under Pioli, they've got confidence. They're winning games. They're racking up in the Serie A table, and they've got some players that look highly motivated under him. But on the flip side of things, so are Juventus. I mean, they were through a little bit of a drought. There's no denying that. But their form under this new 4-2-3-1, very, very, very attacking, very risky, but the reward has been incredible, even though it's only come against some smaller teams, some weaker teams. But the defense has been the Juve Achilles heel. I mean, they've conceded a lot of goals from corner kicks, and I personally think that if Inter are going to score, the corner kicks could be a massive advantage for them.
It could for sure. Juve don't make a lot of mistakes, but like you were saying before, they are very attacking. Even Pjanic playing as a regista, he tends to move up a lot. So I feel like Khedira is almost going to be isolated by himself, even though they have a great back four. I think Inter could really expose them. But Inter's fullbacks, we've been saying this every time. Even though they're on a good streak,
no, not last week. They were still bad. D'Ambrosio had like one of the best games, but unsolved.
I meant, even though they have been doing good on the streaks, we're always mentioning their fullbacks and how bad they are. So I do feel like Allegri's going to plot a little something against them.
And also, I think Medel played the last game in the center back with Miranda. It wasn't Murillo. Or I'm talking about the last Serie A game. So I think that this is going to be a very interesting one. I actually think that Inter might try to attack, but I have a feeling that Juve is going to possess most of the game. I think this one is going to end 2-1 for Juventus. Very close fixture. It's going to go 1-1 until halftime, and then Juve is going to end up winning the game. What about you?
Before I want to give my prediction, I just want to say Higuain and Icardi, they're top of the Capocannonieri shot the chart, and they're just doing amazing. So the thing is, I do think Inter they're gonna play that counterattack, and like I said, Juve is gonna possess a ball. And
as far as the score goes,
I think Juve is gonna take this game 2-0. I think they're gonna take this 2-0.
Very interesting. I think that's gonna be a fantastic game. If you are going to watch this match, put your thoughts in the comment section. Predict the match. You heard what we have to say. Now we want to hear what you have to say. As always, thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you soon.
Ciao guys.
Ragazzi.